So by the time we're recording this, the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies are now on Disney Plus, and if you've never seen them, go watch them. They give us iconic lines like this.
Pizza time.
Hello everyone, I'm Gold Connor, and welcome to the very first episode of Checkin' Out. Now this is pretty much a side video series I've decided to create to tell my impressions in certain games that usually I wouldn't have the time to make videos of, to make a long and good analysis on like the production value and such. Now today we have Pizza Tower. This is a popular indie game that's been going around crazy this year. Now I first heard of this game by my friend Starchronics. He was freaking obsessed with this game, I'll tell ya. Man, I was pretty interested on it. So once the money was right, I was able to pick it up on Steam alongside with my friend who was able to commission me that Donkey Kong thumbnail you saw earlier. Now at first I wasn't really too keen on the style because it looked too much like MS Paint in my eyes, which is mostly attention, but the more I played it and more I really grew to really like the style of this game. Especially when you see it in motion, because there is so many frames of animation in this game, it is crazy. It honestly kind of makes me think of like an early 90s Nickelodeon cartoon, kind of like Ren and Stimpy. Kind of like here, where it has like a title card you would see in a Nickelodeon cartoon. Now when I first played this game, I wasn't really too keen on like the controls of this game. It's heavily inspired by Wario Land from what I've heard, but honestly, besides the collectibles, I honestly see more of a Rayman / Sonic inspiration in this game more than Wario Land. I do see some elements of Wario Land, like for example, every time you run and such, you'll be able to pick up speed, and the more speed you'll get, you'll be able to hit metal plates and such. But yeah, I mostly see kind of like a Rayman inspiration than just Wario Land. And you can see me right here struggling trying to get to this damn metal plate. I swear to you, I've played this area before. I do not know why I suddenly stuck, because when I suddenly record, it's kind of like this curse you get. Now, whatever opinion I think of this game, I think this is a good game. You can say my opinion's valid, most because over this gameplay footage I give you. Jesus Christ, I really have been stuck on this area for a bit too long. Man, oh, okay, I got out. Now, if there's one thing I really like about this game is that it has this really cool and addicting combo feature, where the more combos you get, the more points you get for the ranking system. I know my friends talk constantly about the P-rank system, where basically there's this extra challenge you can do where once you get to the end of the goal, you have to race all the way back to the beginning. But if you go all the way back to the start, you can do a special reset, where you can do a second lap to get all the combos consistently to get those P-ranks. I don't know how I feel about the system itself, because on one hand it's a really cool challenge, but on the other hand it kind of gives you bad vibes to like other modern platform criterias, kind of like with Crash 4 or something. Now, not to say that this is poorly designed, like obviously it is well crafted, the level design and everything is pretty good. And the music in this game, I've only played around World 3 of this game so far, but from what I've seen it's pretty solid. Not my favorite platformer soundtrack, but for what it is, it's really good. Especially with the popular end goal theme, where it's pretty much like do 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 do. Now, if I only have one gripe with this game, is probably like some of the enemies in this game, because this game is heavily focused on speedrunning and such, but it's kind of annoying because you have these night enemies in the first area, where they have these pitchforks that pokes in front of them, meaning that if you bump into them, you're pretty much screwed with your combo in speedrun. Now, I get what they were trying to do, because, like, they do get stun someone when they first see you running like a maniac, and honestly, I would be f***ing terrified if I see, like, this crazy-ass chef chasing me down the headquarters. Oh, and we also have these special bonus areas, and I just beat it. These things get a lot harder, but they are a good incentive to find collectibles and such. Honestly, collectibles in platformers are just some of the best things, because, like, it can give you a challenge on your own. Like, for example, I know people don't like the new Super Mario Bros. Series that much. I really like it, but the collectibles really carry the levels for you, because it's just really fun to just find the start points, for example. Anyway, so we're going all the way here, and this is when we get to the end goal, called It's Pizza Time. Now, this is the song that's been mostly talked about for this game. It's kind of like a thing for like indie games where like you have like this one big theme song or popular song that just gets constantly talked about and mostly replayed or memed on. and It's Pizza Time is no different. I really like the funky tone it gives to this game because it's really catchy, it's really addicting, and it really gives you a good pace. Also, I like how, like, when you go top speed, Peppino is just like, oh! It's just stupid, I like it. Now, this is the thing that's been mostly captured for Wario Land, because, like, a lot of things of this game makes me think of Rayman, but this right here does make me think of Wario Land. More specifically, Wario Land 4 and Shake It, because they're the ones that have this kind of end goal thing. With the other two, it's much more linear, and for 3, it's much more open. Honestly, I really like the hectic nature, because with this game, a lot of things, like, it's a literal earthquake, or that thing you just punched was pretty much like a pillar for this area, and everything is just collapsing on itself. Oh, and I got an achievement, apparently. Anyway, I'm just going down this path and such, and yeah, this is pretty fun, and I really like how they have this new incentive. Like, you can go and do a second lap, but it is really, really damn hard. You really need to be a good speedrunner to get all these levels easily, because the schedule and time limit can be very, very tight on your second lap. But yeah, I'm almost done with this level, and trying to get these collectibles. I don't necessarily know what specific score you need to get to the A rank, but so far I only got the only B rank in this area, and yeah. Oh, and we have also this iconic screenshots, where basically he has these little victory animations, kind of like with Sonic, but I don't know why, but the victory animation seems to be a lot more picky than Sonic's. Oh yeah, and also the collectibles in this game are these little food things, which pretty much is the more you get, the more you can get to the boss easily. So yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts on Pizza Tower for a bit. It's a pretty solid platformer, and it's a really good and charming game, especially with the animations. If you really like this weird and quirky attitude for a platformer, I recommend trying out Pizza Tower. But that'll do for today, so thank you for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye!